Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today, we're going to play some humans, but we're going to play 5 colors, and we're going to try to see if we can make this work. I think there's some variations of this that have been going around, but we haven't done it in a while, so let's go see if we can make this work. I was just thinking, with it being the holidays, I probably should have seen like how many variations of decks I could do with just like Naya colors, like up until Christmas or something. But maybe that's for another time. But we are going to be playing a lot of legends here. They're going to be mostly humans, but a couple that aren't. And the 2 that aren't are going to be Skrelv, Defector, Might, because, well, it's just really good. It's cheap, it protects our other creatures. We got to play it, right? Also, another we're going to play, because we are in 5 colors, and this is going to be pretty much an all-creature deck, we are going to play Gwenna, Eyes of Gaia. Like, this gives us 2 mana of any color we want, can actually untap it if we play a really big creature, and there are a couple that could trigger that, but mostly just be able to get any color mana that we need, and not be stuck with any major concerns. Now, we're going to go pretty quick running through the humans, because there are quite a few in here. So we're going to play Thalia, because again, this is of all creature decks, so, you know, Thalia makes a lot of sense. Inti, we've seen this in some of the aggro, Boros, humans, human legend decks, whatever, so this is going to make a lot of sense here too. We're also going to play Hajar, because Hajar actually pumps your team, but also gives stuff indestructible, so anything that can protect your stuff is great. And along those lines, that also means we want to play Malera, right? We're talking about protecting things, it's another way to keep stuff alive. Now, a new human's going to make it into this list that hasn't been really played before, other than NT, is Anam Pakal, because if we attack, we get to make more gnomes, and this is just one of those things that just grows over time and gives us more attackers. We'll see how it plays out. We do want some form of removal, and Lagrella seems to fill that. Kind of plays the role of a Brutal Cathar here, versus having no removal at all, and this at least comes on a creature. Also, let me tell you something about CoolStuffInc.com right quick.
CoolStuffInc.com is a proud sponsor of this channel, and you can show your support while getting 5% off your entire order by using promo code DRAGON at checkout. Need singles for constructed or kitchen table play? Looking to pick up sealed product or the latest in Magic accessories? We've got you covered. CoolStuffInc.com is the place for all your Magic the Gathering needs. And support this channel by using promo code DRAGON at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
And again, if you use code DRAGON, you'll save 5%, so you save some money, and they'll keep supporting the channel. So thanks for doing that. Okay, continuing on, we're going to play a copy of Shana, Purifying Blade, because I like having a little bit of life gain and card drawing. Don't know how important this is going to be, but I do like the card, so one of the few times I get to play it. And Urtai Resurrected, just kind of a catch-all. It's a removal, it's a counter spell. We're only going to play 1 or 2 of them. We'll see what number's right. Lana Partners, make a creature bigger, give it haste. Obviously, we like that. Duru and Hazaret. This is actually a very interesting one, because you want your hand to be empty, basically, to get the most out of this, and it gains vigilance and haste. And then when it attacks, you look at the top of your library, you get to exile a card and put it into play, or actually play it, which is kind of nice. So this can give us some extra late game options. Again, since we don't have a lot of ways to draw cards, it's just a cool option. Now, technically, we're not drawing cards, but if you play Joda, then you start playing other legends. Well, you get to keep looking through the top of your card, so you get to one that costs cheaper than the one you just played, which is another reason stuff like Skrelv and whatnot is awesome, because it makes sure you hit something, even on your 2 mana things. But yeah, this is really cool. If you stick this, most of the time, if it lives, you're going to win. So, obviously, we're going to make it a goal to get that. We're going to play all the proper lands that let us get all the different colors, so no surprises there. If you want the full deck list, it will be at the end of the video, like always. Or you can go down the description, look for the blue arrows that'll take you to our Moxfield link, where you can get today's deck, or a pile of other sweet stuff you can play in Standard. For now, though, let's go see if all these human legends are still worth their salt on the arena ladder. Okay, we will keep this. Try to make this work. Gonna go with good old Skrelv. Alright. That's usually a good sign against red, where, like, your creature doesn't immediately die. This is pretty nice. Pass. Would have been nice. Maybe I could have got away with Catilda there. Oh, like, or a Malera. Definitely would have rather had a Malera there now. That would have been good. But this is not bad either. Alright. Pass the turn. It's really funny because you only see the end of festivities every once in a while. Alright, that dude's big. Phoenix chick, awesome. Yep, no blocks. Rage up, friend. Rage up. Alright, cool. Come on, untap land. That's the new goal here. That was not it. Alright, guess we're going with this. Alright, pass the turn. Dang it. Just needed a 4th land. That would have made everything so much better. Alright, squee, a little annoying, but sure. Cool. We'll take the 1. Alright, that helps quite a bit. And then now we can make this a big first striker, no attacks. Since we now have blocking advantage. Now, admittedly, if they play our favorite 3/3 Dragon Boy here in Godric, that would suck, but, you know. I mean, I guess if they have a rage, it's worth it. Oh, it could just be the Dragon Boy. Deal 5 damage to a blocker. Or it could deal 5 damage to a creature anyway if they had this. It's not even a blocker. It's just a creature. Oh, they didn't have anything. Well, that was strange. Of all the scenarios I could think of, that was not the one. Okay, sure. Then I guess here we go. Put some things on it. Attack. Get Lagrella. Alright, then I guess we're going to try to get in there for a big attack next turn. Get rid of Squee. I think this is it for the red deck. Their hand would have to be stellar, I think, to get us from here. Yeah, alright. And then... Really? I'm just going to keep this because it's bigger. Oh, no, it would just come back as a 2/1, though. Alright, yeah, that resolves. Sure. I mean, yeah, I was going to say, this doesn't really do anything, so I'm like, sure. And then what? Yeah. Oh, that's cute. That's just like insult to injury. Yep, that was about to be a big turn. Oh, boy. I think we have to mulligan this one. It's very ambitious to try to keep that. Let's keep this. Get rid of Juru and Hazaret, I believe. And we'll see what we can turn this into. Oh man, we want an untapped land really, really bad. Come on, deck. Help us out. Oh, gross. You were not it. Ah, man. Alright, we're gonna go with this. We'll attack. Alright, end the turn. Thought about playing Skrelv there, but at this point I'm kind of like, if I can save Thalia, maybe that's important. Obviously, Skrelv, like, sort of saves Thalia if we get another turn. Okay, well, we see they're doing the Reanimator thing. So, it's going to be kind of important to hold on to this, I think. Especially if we're not drawing lands. Gee, bus. Come on now. Like, just want a little bit of help. Just a little bit. There we go. Maybe this lives? It does. Sure. Might as well attack with both. Whatever. Those decks don't generally have flashy things. Alright. Even if they get something big, as long as it's not specifically... the Phyrexian Portal, I think we could still have close to a lethal attack. Alright, those are not things we are afraid of. Yep, we're good. We got there. Because now it's just play Joda, Joda untaps Gwenna, we can attack with the pile. Or a bunch. Yeah, this is where, like, even protecting Thalia just slows that deck down so much. Yep. This is gonna do it. Then we just attack. No need to even get too crafty there. Okay, okay. I still want to make a plea to y'all, as my viewers. If there is a legit, good Reanimator deck that somebody is genuinely winning a lot with, I would like to see it. Because we keep running to them on the ladder, and the only times we've lost to them is if we just have a really bad draw. Like, it feels like it almost doesn't matter what type of deck we're testing or messing around with or whatever. Like, in this case, Thalia beat them. Another time, it was like, had a frill back, remove their graveyard. There was another time we were just going wide, and they didn't have, like, they couldn't stop our creatures enough, right? Like, just all these different ways. And I feel there is a good one. I just don't know what it looks like yet. So hopefully, y'all can help me out. Okay, we'll keep it. I'm into this. We'll see how this works out. Let's go here. Oh, no! I can't play Skrelv on one like that. That was bad. That was bad. I should have just played the Battlefield Forge. What was I thinking? That was so dumb. So dumb. Alright, well, one of these NTs will get removed. Pretty sure. Now I gotta figure out how we work out of this from here. Because having Skrelv on one is huge here to be able to stop their stuff. Because all their... Oh, man. Yeah, if I lose this, I deserve it. Yep, that's fine. So bad. Okay, what do I want to do here? I mean, we attack, see if they'll trade NTs. I'm pretty sure they won't. But then it's like, dang. Alright, we'll attack. They're not blocking. I'm pretty certain of that. I'm going to go ahead and discard this in hopes of maybe finding like a Thalia here that we could still cast. Don't really have much else going for me here. Helena Lena, you ain't it, friends. Love you, but you ain't it. Okay. Man, not having that Skrelv is going to be the death of us. That's rough. I mean, I guess we'll go with this. Alright. Probably should have just ran Gwenna out first and let them kill Gwenna or remove Gwenna. Probably smarter. Because Shauna probably has more value looking at her hand, but we'll see. Thalia would have been real nice, though, if we could have hit that. Oh, they're manually tapping. That's usually not good. I mean, something's getting exiled. Like, exactly. It's just like with what? Like, I mean, we're not surprised this is happening, right? Sure. Okay. So now we go here and go to 10. And we don't attack here. Because there's no need. We can at least assume Inti or Skrelv gets removed, and then maybe we could try to do something big. Alright, that guy becomes a 5/5. Which we aren't interested in blocking. So no blocks. I don't think. Yeah, it's not worth it. With him only having 2 green open, I feel okay about this. And then we could still Gwenna. Forget something. I mean, we're holding 2 Inties. So it's mostly Thalia's we could hit. Well, that's not true. There's a bunch of things we could hit. So yeah, let's do this. Oh, of course it was a Skrelv. Gosh dang it. I tried. I think I want to keep the untapped one here. Alright, no attacks. Man, that's so unfortunate. We had a million... We had Hajars, Maliras, like a billion things, and just none of them. None of them. Maybe we can find like Juru and Hazaret or something here. That'd be awesome. Alright, didn't need it anyway. Yeah, I don't know how we came back from it, because not having that Skrelv on 1 was such a big problem, honestly. Now, in hindsight, they would have probably used this on Skrelv, which would have been a thing. And then we would have been able to attack, maybe get some cards. Who knows what would have happened. Coincidentally, we would have hit another Skrelv anyway. Probably ended up in the same situation. But yeah, that's crazy. And sometimes one mistake can be the whole difference in a game. It could have been, probably should have been here, but we lucked out. The one thing here, though, I will say, is now that we have Inti with Jodah, if we played anything worthwhile on this turn and then attacked, like Jodah's also bigger, then we give another +1, so it would have been at least 11, and they would have had to chump with pretty much everything to kill Jodah, and that would open up the gates for whatever we wanted. Alright, let's keep it. This time we're going to play that and play Skrelv on turn 1. Ooh, do you get choices? I imagine with that deck, you're either taking Thalia or Inti. I mean, no point taking Hajar, because if you leave me with it, that's one less creature I can play as long as Hajar is on the battlefield, because, you know, it's legendary. Interesting, they took Inti. And actually, it worked out for them because we ended up drawing another Thalia. So that's unfortunate, but beneficial for them. We pass. Alright, you got a Rafine. Okay, well, we didn't hit our big stuff here, and our hand's pretty weak, so I'm pretty sure unless we back-to-back top deck what we need. That was not it, but maybe could be helpful. We'll see. Not sure, but it's better than nothing here. Alright. I mean, Sean has at least some life gain that can help. At least keep things somewhat competitive. Interesting, they didn't want to attack with Rafine, even though they have Dinnik back. Not sure what that means. And they just discarded a land, so they're not even... They're holding on to their spells. So there's some reason... That's very, very interesting. Let's go with this first. And then we attack with Shana. I mean, maybe they just have another Rafine. I don't know. Alright, so we'll sack one of these. That also pumps the power of our creatures. And gives them indestructible. Alright, so now we find out. We will take action, since we gain some life. I can only pay for 1. And it's a Skrelv, unfortunately. I was hoping it'd just be a land. Alright, opponent's doing nothing there. Alright, I say we try again. Just get countered, or you're going to let it resolve? Sure, that works. I am not hating on that. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, I'll gladly take an Inti back here, too. That would work fine for me. End the turn. Take action. We'll gain 1. Okay. We're starting to put a little bit of something together here. I feel like we've somehow magically weathered this weird storm. Yeah, if you attack, I'm not blocking. I mean, I'm at 22. Come on. And if the opponent kind of needs 2 removal here, really, because we're just sitting on a Skrelv. Do I just want to... Yeah, we're going to Halana and Elena here. Who am I kidding? Does die to a cut down. Got to be aware of that. Alright, we'll try to target Shauna. We will try to attack with Shauna. Sure. Still sounds good to me. Wait, we're not double blocking with Dinnick? Oh, that has Death Touch. Alright. That's fine. Alright, they're going to go digging to get something back. I mean, probably just for Fiend, I imagine. Yep. And since they discarded a land, I'm going to assume they don't have a land there. Oh, they forgot we have Secret Reach. Hell yeah. Oh, man.
You done messed up, Aaron.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if that's because the opponent just got into a rhythm of attacking or legitimately forgot that Halan and Elena had reach. But either way, we were going to have an NT back. We could play Anapakal, play NT, discard either one of these. Have a big creature because of Halan and Elena. We were about to really go off next turn. So it was about to be crazy. Okay, yeah. This works. Run the Squirrel out there. This is going to be like the all-defense team to start with Skrelv, Hajar, maybe even Lagrella if we need it. Like, alright, we'll just pass. Sit on the Skrelv. What's so fun about this deck is that we're winning differently every time. Like, you know, you can win a game because of Shauna because you're getting extra cards. You can win a game because of Hazaret, sure, just getting you an extra body or two, right? Obviously with Joda, just making your bodies big. You know, with Thalia, slowing the opponent down. So it's just like thing after thing. Like, it's actually pretty cool. Yep, how would you like to go about it? You kind of have to take Lagrella here, opponent. Just letting you know. They're probably going to take Anapakal, and then we're going to remove the Deep Cavern Bat. Okay, well, I sort of saw that coming. So funny how they left us with a thing that we only have another copy of now, so it's disappointing, but hey, fine. We'll just take that since you kind of already knew that was a thing. And then I will attack for 3. Alright. And this is where they play, I don't know what. Could be another bat. Nope, it's a fox. I'm assuming you're targeting Skrelv? Yeah, that's a bad idea, opponent. Yeah. I'll just target that and call white. Alright, well, that didn't have to worry about that doing anything. And we're attacking with both of them. Yep. And the turn. And I was like, you kind of had to go after Skrelv at some point. Or if you have 2 removal here, I guess that worked. Well, not really, because we have Hajar even. We have to sacrifice a thing? Sure. Yeah. We'll get rid of this. I mean, I guess I could have given him Lagrella, because, like, what's the worst that's going to happen, I guess? I mean, we have a replacement. Ooh, well, that's a thing. Wasn't expecting that. They could, you know what? They could have a Wandering Emperor. Or not Wandering Emperor, but a, what's that thing? Virtue of Loyalty here. But I don't think we mind. I think we just attack with Anapakal here. And just say, if you have it, fine. You get to double block Killer Anapakal. That's okay. They'll take 2. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to be there. Now the question is just, do we want to kill... I mean, we can make it where they can't block since they just have white creatures. I think I'm willing to take that gamble. I can actually pay for this. Yeah, let's do that. And they can just block our 1/1s or whatever. But this is pretty much forcing the action onto our Anipakal. Because I'm sure they have removal cards they've been sitting on. I mean, they could kill Lagrella, get back the bat, and then... Oh, they're just going to bat anyway. Well, that's unfortunate. They get our Joda. Alright. Well, that bat's never blocking, because they're not going to give up a Joda, right? But still, if you have a removal, I think you still got to go for it on the Anipakal here. Oh, alright. I'm going to assume they don't, if you're going to let me untap with Skrelv. That seems like a dangerous bid. Okay, they let us. I don't really know why. But now we also have Plaza of Heroes we could protect stuff with, so yeah. I guess the question is, what are we attacking with? I mean, I guess I attack with everything? This is going to make 3 creature tokens. Alright, well, minimum we're attacking with Anipakal, because that's going to be a 4 or 5. We're going to attack with Gwenna. Trying to decide how badly I care about even attacking with Lagrella, or do I care if it dies? Like, I don't even know here. They also might just have another Virtue of Loyalty, which is quite possible. But I think they're all coming in here. And they can figure out their blocks however they want. If I wasn't worried about using the Plaza of Heroes also, I could have just played Lagrella to get rid of like a 2/2. You know, would have been kind of interesting. Yeah? Okay. I'm down for that. I mean, Anipakal eats the relevant foe. Oh, I guess I should have actually ordered those differently, because I'm a point short of getting back our Joda. Not that we need it, but it would have been nice. Especially with Gwenna out. Alright, end the turn. But that was definitely a mistake. I should have at least gotten the Joda back in our hand. Yeah, this doesn't even matter. Opponent's only at 2. And they know we're holding another Lagrella. I realize I said that, and there's some people going, but if you played another Lagrella, it's legendary. Like, yes, we would just get rid of the Shieldred, and then they could just have a 1/1 and let us attack with everything else. But it doesn't matter. Opponent's at 2, so I probably would have just attacked outright anyway, and made a bunch of more things with the Anipakal. Oh, alright, I'm going to keep. No clue if this works or not, but right now this looks bad. Alright, well, we know what we're up against then. Alright, binding for our Skrelv? No binding for our Skrelv. Alright. No attacks. They are going to binding. Has to be for Skrelv, right? Yep, okay. Do. Sure, you got it. Go here, I guess. Try to get the good stuff off. I don't know if it's going to happen. I guess the question... Oh, that's not bad either. We could play into that a little bit. Man, I'm kind of trying to wonder how badly do we want to... Because we can't use Gwenna for anything but making creatures. But I'm kind of wondering, like, do I want to... What's that? 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can't... Damn. This is tough, y'all. Sorry this is taking so long. I just don't know. Because they could have another binding, you know, whatever. Let's play... Damn. I want to do so many things here. I'm just going to go with Inti, actually. And then just attack. Discarding nothing. Because unless it was a land, I'm probably not doing anything this turn. Okay, Greater Tanuki goes and finds a land. Alright, another binding. Fair enough. Targeting Gwenna. Sure. So this is where it gets tough, because we're taking a... Oh, they have that binding too. That's cute. Why? How is it... You know, I just realized. I feel like the opponents always get 2+ bindings on me, like, every game. There's a cavern that I guess I could have had in play last turn if I'd have played this differently. Alright. What else you got going? I was like, don't tell me you have the last one, too. That'd be so gross. Alright. Cavern on human. And then we go here. And while we can play more, I'm actually not, because they could have a Sunfall or something here. And we don't want to walk into that trap. Alright, that's fine. We can deal with that. That's acceptable. That means there's not a Sunfall. That's the information we needed, basically. Yep, you got it. Human. Alright, we're going to play this. And then we're going to play... Ooh, actually, we could play Anapakal. Nah, but we're not attacking this turn. Alright, we'll turn this into a big 5/5. No attacks. Alright. Yeah, right now they can just get a Sky Turtle or get our Joda. Oh, not even Joda. Joda's on lockdown, so that doesn't even... Alright. That's fine. We go here. And then we put counters on here. And then no attacks. And they can get Turtle. That's annoying, but fine. They get Malera, I guess. Interesting. They didn't get their Turtle. Weird. Okay. I mean, I guess Malera protects their, like... I don't know. Atraxa when they get it? Okay, Inti, you might matter. Because then we put 2 more counters on Shauna is 9. Inti is 1, so that's... I mean, I don't know. It depends on what we want to go for, I guess. Like, do we want to go wide enough with the Anapakal? That's our other question. Or do we attack, trade for, like, 2 things? You know what? I'm just going to do this. And then we'll just start working on that. No attacks. I mean, if they get a Sunfall or something, then I guess so be it. Alright. Now it's Sky Turtle? I say that's what you probably should have gotten last time. Getting Malera was kind of a weird choice. Alright, you got it. And what you doing, opponent? Oh, they had a C double. That's crazy. I mean, I guess it's good we have everything crazy for them to copy, but golly. And they still get to draw 2 cards here? Ugh. And they didn't. They opted to not draw. Why? They don't have mana going anywhere else. Huh. Okay, then. I guess we'll do what we can here. I'm going to discard this. Make that bigger, just so we gain more life. Oh, Hajar, you would have been so good. Yeah, Hajar would have been sweet. Alright. We can live with these consequences. So now I just have to decide how many cards I want to draw, and I think the answer is probably just 3. We're going to play Hajar here. Alright, save that guy. Makes sense. Oh, we don't even get to draw because I went to the graveyard, so we don't get anything for that. Then we just play these out. Alright. Sure, you got it. Alright. Alright, we'll keep it. That seems good enough. Ah, we got a Thalia. What do we do with that? I don't feel like we would resolve a Thalia if we played one here, so I'm going to start with a Jar, especially since we have another one. And this might get the make disappear. Oh, Essence Scatter. Same difference. Still a counter that we got out of the way. Alright. I think I'm just going to call this. This is obviously a heavy control deck, so let them deal with that. Yep. That's what we want to see. Because the thing is, I assume we're going to play Thalia, play Hajar. Ultimately, those end up getting destroyed by a sweeper, some such, and then we land Juru and Hazoret, is what I would assume is going to happen. But you never know. Alright, well, if we're going to keep getting these, I guess. Since the opponent can't stop these at the moment. Alright. What do we got going on? Sure. Resolves. We'll sack this guy. I guess you can untap land and kill Thalia. Like, nope, they're just searching. Nice. We'll take that. Oh, that's a thing, isn't it? Huh. Alright, so here's the weird thing. I'm going to play Jodah knowing there's a real chance they could just play land into a Sunfall. However, we would be able to land Juru and Hazoret pretty much regardless of what we draw next turn. So, I'm into that. And then if they just have Sweeper, then whatever. Bad luck for us. Or double removal, whatever. Like, that's fine. Yeah, we assumed that was going to be the thing. That comes as no surprise. Alright, we'll try. See how many more counters they have. I'm sure there's more. Oh, we can't counter because we have Caverner Souls. Do I want to lose a Jodah here? They were spot removing Jodah, so sure. I assume if they had the sweeper, they would have just played it last turn, right? This can be countered, though, because I didn't use anything on it. Alright. Or they could have just been real crafty and been saving it for here. Maybe it's a farewell and they needed 7 mana instead of 6. But it didn't matter. We got there. Cool. That's crazy. It feels like that one we won because of Juru and Hazoret. But it was literally stop a creature, stop a creature, stop a creature, search for something, kill a creature, and then they died. Like, we'll take that. Okay, this looks good. We have a turn 2 play. Either of our turn 3s, if we want to, are reasonable. And then we can slowly work our way toward Jodahville. Or wherever it is that Jodah lives. I don't know. I'm sure there's like some canonical place where Jodah lives. But we're just going to go with this for now. Alright, playing Clerics. This must be the Lifegain build. Yep, it is. Okay, good news about this generally is going to be that they don't play a lot of removal. So we're going to go ahead and Anima Call, and we're going to attack with the first striker and make a 1/1 that they're not going to want to block. And then if they try to play Oh, Voice of the Blessed. Exactly what we were hoping they'd have. Awesome. All right, so we're going to remove that with Lagrella and then try to go to town. Yep, you got it. Remove that. And attack these. All right. Would have liked to land there, because, you know, being able to set up a Jodo would be great. But we're still a little ways from that, as it turns out. So our choices are probably going to be just play Hajar. Alright. Yep, not finding the lands. This has kind of got to be our play here. I'm assuming the opponent does not have... I mean, I think they're playing all creatures here. So I'm going to go ahead and attack with Thalia. Actually, I don't even think we do. We just attack like this. Just not worth it. Yeah. Alright, in the turn. Because, I mean, we can always just have Anipakal make 4 more things next turn. And attack with everything, and that might kill them. Though they do have a lot of blockers here, so, I mean, that would be a heavy assumption. Yep, good old Roman Throne. That is a problem. Extra life gain here. Ugh, yeah. That is a real problem. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, that is a real issue. This helps. Doesn't solve the problem. I mean, I guess we attack with Hajar, but because we know we're going to sacrifice it anyway. They don't necessarily know that, but we know that. Alright, sack this. Alright. So then they're going to gain a bunch because of Roaming Throne here, but that's probably going to be their only play. We get to play Joda. Joda's going to untap Gwenna. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legends on the battlefield. Plus 5. Oh, they're not even playing Roman Throne. Oh, that's not good. Like, we would have been happy. Oh, they're actually playing that guy? Oh, yeah. All right. So, yeah, would have been a big deal. Okay, Evangelist, that sucks because it is more blockers here that we do not want them to have. And it makes a second creature that comes into play creating triggers, which sucks. But is what it is. So we may not attack with Gwenna here. The plan might be just play a Malira so we can hit a Skrelv. And then just get an extra +1 across the board, which is super important. Yeah, I think we do it. Alright, cool. Opponent gave up there. The wild thing here there is, though, I don't think the opponent was necessarily even dead, right? Because Malira comes into play, we get Skrelv, so then this goes to being a 12. It attacks as a 13, but they really only have to block with, like, Amalia and a Flyer. Then there's 5 more tokens, so that's 11 things they have to block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, I guess if we attacked with everything, because then this would have had to get blocked somewhere, this gets blocked somewhere. You definitely want Anipakal dead. You could probably try to get back a voice by killing... Yeah, I guess if we attack with everything, if they weren't dead, they would be pretty limited on what they had left. So, I guess it's fine. But yeah, crazy situation. I thought they were going to pull away there for a minute. Yeah, y'all, so I don't know if I really want to change much about this list. I mean, if anything, you could play, like, you know, take out Urtai, play an extra Halana and Elena, maybe, but the list actually played pretty well, truthfully. Even the 4 Gwenna I thought might be too many, but there's a lot of times, like, having Gwenna does just allow, like, the Juro and Hazoret turn or the Joda turn to be able to do multiple things. Or even in some situations, having extra mana where you can like attack with something with NT, you get another card, and you can still play that card at the end of the turn. So yeah, and if anything, Skrelv was probably the MVP in a couple of games. But we played 4 Skrelv, 3 Thalia, 2 NT, 3 Hajar, 2 Malera, 4 Gwenna, 2 Anampakal, 3 Lagrella the Magpie, 1 Shana Purifying Blade, 1 Urtai, 3 Helana and Elena, 3 Juru and Hazoret, 4 Joda the Unifier, and a whole pile of lands here with 3 Iganjo, 3 Boseiju, 2 Copperline Gorge, 2 Carplusian Forest, 1 Battlefield Forge, a Brushland, Raise of Verge Thicket, 4 each of Caverner Souls, Plaza of Heroes, and Secluded Courtyard. And the reason we're playing so many Iganjo and Boseijus is sometimes, yes, they will gum up your draws a little bit, but since we don't have any spells, these let us get rid of some creatures and also some problematic cards, if that's a concern that we have. But generally, I think it only came up once where it was an issue, so I don't think it's a problem. Yeah, if I could say anything about this deck, I think I'm tempted to say that the weak link could be playing against these hyper control decks. However, we did beat a couple of them, so I don't really know. And I think it's because we don't necessarily have to overcommit, right? Like, we do have some protection from things with Hajar and Malera, but obviously if they're playing things that exile, not so much. But in that case, Thalia slows them down. You can actually have Skrelv protect yourself from being targeted. We get to draw some cards sometimes from Shana, which helps those fights. We do have an Urtai that can get rid of a Planeswalker, I guess. Like, there's a few things going on here that are pretty good, even in those matchups. And then you do have hasty stuff like Juru and Hazoret, whatever, can help you rebuild your board. Or if you really want to protect something, a thing you can do as well is use Lagrella the Magpie to get rid of one of your own creatures. So then if they do actually have, say, like a Sunfall, those things all go away, but whatever's under the Lagrella comes back, and then you still have that to work with. So that's a little trick there that you can use. But overall, this was hella fun. We won games so many different ways, and all the different combinations of the creatures do fun stuff together. So like, yeah, this one's getting a real thumbs up from me. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Martin Stromgald. Mostly because, one, this is probably a card a bunch of y'all haven't seen before. And 2, if you have seen it, you probably didn't think it was worth anything because it was like a bum rare from Ice Age. Cool part about this card is like it was like the OG card to pump up attackers and blockers, right? Whenever it attacks, everything else gets bigger for the number of creatures, and then when it blocks, everything else gets equal, right? It's just really cool. And this card is like $7, $6 on some places, but still worth way more than probably any of us thought. So if you see these in bulk bins, which you probably will see quite a bit, this is definitely not bulk. And honestly, if you're playing a go wide strategy in Commander, if you're playing red, this could be worth considering. And let me say, if you don't have the rares and mythics for this deck, we did have a simplified version that was just Boros, so that could be a little bit easier to build and was still really good and really fast. But that's all I have you for now. We'll see you next time.